Welcome back to the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 Spring 2020 tournament. Today we've got Secret Shopify versus Google Cloud players. This is the final week before the playoffs, played on 7.26a. There's already been a new patch out for this, but this was only a week ago. Playoffs are actually starting today, and just recording this now to try and get it out of the way, because I think my game situation is unclear. I don't know if I'm playing at midday today like everyone else is, so I might be casting like a best of 3 series live, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on today, but anyway, I'm trying to get all the week 8 games out of the way, so then like I can just upload the playoff games as they happen, because otherwise, like, big spoiler alerts. Although at this point it doesn't really matter anymore, as long as like because the brackets are pretty much finalized. This part of this week of the brackets is like cross bracket play, if that makes sense. So after 4 weeks of Swiss, there was a ranking of 17 teams in order, and then round robin groups of 4. I don't know what happened to the last year. I think like there was a 4th Amazon team called Amazon FTV, and I think they just like dropped out. I only have 1 game of them recorded, so not really sure what's going on there. But anyway, the Google Cloud players came at the top of their group, and Secret Shopify were at the bottom of their group, so they're gonna play each other to figure out the ranking. So this should be exciting. For the bans so far, pretty normal stuff. The Bristol back is a little bit odd, especially after you ban the Coddle, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Puck, I don't think is too hot right now, to be honest. I think Puck stonks are kind of low, even though like in this patch they changed it so that everyone gets a little bit less gold, so you're thinking like, oh well, like a hero that scales with level with Puck would be pretty good. Google Cloud players go with Bane again. I think this is like the 4th game in the row I've seen them play Bane, and I mean this hero is still really good. I think this hero is like very strong right now, and Phoenix is gonna be the other pickup for Google Cloud players. This can be an offlane Phoenix. I've definitely seen that before, so there is some flexibility in that aspect, but we'll probably see Phoenix in a support role. One of the big problems with Phoenix offlane is like you don't really have a way to start fights, which is really what off lane is mostly about these days. Snapfire are going to be the other support pickup for Secret Shopify. I'm not big on Snapfire right now. I think this hero is like very novel. Like the ultimate still does tons of damage, but the rest of the kit feels a bit underwhelming now. It's been nerfed repeatedly and repeatedly. I'm not sure if she can. I think she can still one-shot waves, which is pretty good with the QW combo. So Axe gonna be banned out for Shopify. They're just banning a ton of offlaners on Shopify, trying to limit, I guess, Diablo's hero pool. But I mean, his LC is still in the pool. That's a very big hero for him. It's probably one of his best heroes. So I wouldn't be surprised if we just saw Legion Commander picked up next for Google Cloud players. Bloodseeker gonna be the ban here. Oh, maybe we'll see Pango. I could also see. Yeah, alright, here we go. I can also see Slark. Like these two supports do nothing against Slark, so it's a pretty free Slark game in my opinion. And like all of these offlaners that could have like pressured Slark a little bit, Centaur not so much, but like okay, Necro picked up this point. It's very flexible. Like Necro can really go into any of the roles, any of the core roles. So I do like this pickup right now. The Google Cloud players are most likely going to pick their carry right now, so they can put the Necro against it if Necro is good, or they can pick another hero that kind of is their carry. It's one of the problems with second pick is that you're probably going to lose the side lanes based on the draft. To be fair, I don't think Pango is pressured that hard by Lich by himself. And so I'm curious what kind of hero they're gonna pick up to punish this Pango. I don't think Necro is really the right fit for it. What do I want to see out of Google Cloud players? Maybe I think maybe this isn't the best slot game anymore. If he's up against a Necro Snapfire in the offlane, that could be a bit rough for him in the early game, and then he might just like be a non-factor, which for a pretty decent chunk of the game at least. You don't really want to play PL into Necro, at least in the laning phase. It's pretty miserable. After the laning phase is fine, but you don't want to go up against the Necro directly. Alright, Queen of Pain going to be the pickup here. This probably will be the mid. We haven't seen safe lane Queen of Pain for years. That used to be a thing. I'm not sure if it's coming back. I've seen it once in one of my pubs, but it felt a little bit underwhelming. I'm not really sure about that.
10 seconds.
It's probably going to be the mid. They probably think Necro is the mid, and Queen of Pain is someone who can really punish this Necro, because you just like chip him down with the Shadow Strike, and even if he Ghost Walks, he's going to take a lot. Ghost Strikes, he's going to take a lot of damage from it. I mean, actually, maybe Necro could beat Queen of Pain mid, to be honest. Like, you may just sustain through the Shadow Strikes. Okay, I don't really want to see a Queen of Pain carry. I think it's like not very good this game. They need someone with sustain damage. Alchemist gonna be the pickup for Shopify. It's probably gonna be a safe lane Alch. It seems. Is it though? It seems kind of miserable against Phoenix Pango. Like, there's disarms, there's fire spirits to deal with.
10 seconds to pick.
My experience with Lich versus Phoenix also is like pretty rough for the it's pretty rough for the Lich as well. So it could be a good Alch game. The problem is Queen of Pain can always just like show up to your jungle and like kill you with a Sonic Wave, and that really sets you back like a few minutes. Which for Alchemist is like a really big deal, right? You need to hit your timings with Alch, otherwise it's not going to work out for you. DK gonna be the final ban here. So, I mean, DK seems like a hero that's pretty good against Quap. You can just sustain through the Shadow Strikes. You have so much regen, it doesn't really matter. It gives him like another beefy hero to group up around. I am very worried for Google Cloud players' damage output. It seems kind of low right now. They have the lockdown with Bane. They can hold someone in place. But after like the Sonic Wave is used, the damage output is going to be pretty minimal. That's not to say Quap can't like scale, but I think maybe they just need like a gyro or something. Gyro Bane doesn't seem like the best lane either.
10 seconds to pick.
I'm not sure.
5 seconds remain.
Oh crap, I forgot to eat breakfast. I'm getting hungry. Alright, is this Necro going... Oh man, it's so open right now. I don't really know what's going on with Shopify's draft. I'm sure Google Cloud players are struggling a little bit. I think it's going to be an offlane Necro and a safe lane Alk, and they want to pick a mid who can deal with Quap. Puck is banned out though, so that's not great. There are options here. They need someone to like make space for Alk, right? I think usually with Alk you want to win your other two lanes really hard and then let Alk close out the game for you. You want to draft really strong lanes. Kunkka is going to be the final pickup here. Even more flex. I have no idea what's going on. Alright. I guess they also don't know who they're up against in the safe lane, right? So it's not that easy either. I think Kunkka could do pretty well against Quap in mid.
10 seconds to pick.
I definitely don't want to see Alk mid against Quap. That seems pretty miserable for the Alk.
Hurry, hurry.
Anti-Mage is going to be the final pickup here. Whew. Okay, so Coach is... It's going to be an offlane Necro? I think this is probably the worst option. I don't think you want to play offlane Necro against an anti-mage. And they have the catch with the X, which is nice. So, okay, it's going to be Kunkka mid, I'll carry. I don't know, I feel like I would have preferred to see Kunkka offlane and then Necro mid. Because I think AM's just going to like walk all over this Necro. They don't have a whole lot of lockdown because Bane isn't really one of those like supports that provides laning phase lockdown, and Nightmare is great for disabling the other person, but you can't really stop the other both heroes. You can't stop the target. You can't like CC the target you're going on. To be fair, Necro is a very slow hero, so maybe should be a big problem. Last time I played I'm gonna flame Hero a bit on this one. I played a pub with Hero a few weeks ago and we had this exact same matchup. It went horribly, and also he sold his wait, what did he do? He sold his items twice instead of like sending them on the courier. Like it was like, oh Dory, I got Bassi ring now. I'm like, where's your Bassi ring? And then he like sold. No, he was like, he was trying to drop the item, and then he sold it instead of dropping it, so I couldn't bring it to him. Anyway, flame over. Let's hop into the game now. On the side of Secret Shopify, I got Hero on the Necro, Debris on the Lich, Coach on the Alk, Lopet on the Snapfire, and Incarnate on the Kunkka. On the side of Google Cloud players, we got, I think, again, this is President P on the Quap, Castling on the Bane, Transparency on the Phoenix, Yuzu on the Pango, and... Oh wait, never mind. Now I have no idea which one is which. No, I think this is President P, and this is someone else who I don't know yet. Wait, if I could see who drafted, I would know probably better, because I think President P is the drafter for Google Cloud players. Alright, so gonna start off with this tri-lane at bot with Bane and Phoenix, but they don't have any slows here. I don't think you want to go dive at level 1 on Phoenix. That feels pretty bad. So they're just gonna have to run at them. I mean, putting pressure on Alk early on seems like a pretty good strategy. Coach is gonna go for the enemy banner here, and sneaky boy. He's gonna hide behind the trees for now. They spot him out. Can he get it? Yuzu's gonna block him. Okay, they're not gonna get it, so actually only get 2 bounty. Oh, Hero manages to grab the one at top. So they do at least get 2 bounty runes. The Frost Shield at level 1 for Debris, which honestly is pretty. It feels pretty bad if you go Frost Shield level 1. The cooldown at level 1 is so long that like you can't really use it in the lane. So I think this lane is going to be a little bit rough, to be honest. You can't really trade with the Phoenix with Lich anymore. And she's got a headdress. This is the nerfed headdress. Recipe cost increased, mana regen reduced. Mid lane, Kunkka gonna go for a double bracer. It seems like the sensible choice. Actually, it's only gonna have one. This doesn't give you magic resistance anymore, even though it was a pretty small amount. But you know, every bit counts. But now, like, you don't get any magic resist at all. Oh, sorry, you get magic resistance from the bracer. You don't get magic resistance from the strength. And oh, Bane. This hero is ridiculously strong in the lane. It's very difficult for this Snapfire to trade with the Bane here, because you just get brain sapped. It feels bad. Oh, blink forward from the AM, trying to get on top of Lopet, not burning the mana yet. He's got the golden Manta style, so spent a lot of money back in probably like TI 5 Battle Pass, I think that was. So yeah, the CS is looking so far pretty even overall, though Quap is a bit low on the last hits here. We'll catch up, it seems. I don't really see how they're gonna be able to stop this AM though. Like, they don't have much lockdown other than the cookie, but that's pretty hard to hit as well. Hero needs to get these last hits, otherwise he's just not gonna have any mana for this lane. Oh, nice Centaur stop. Casting takes a lot of damage from Lopet here. Brand boots into Radius. Got the Soul Ring done now. Probably gonna wait for the he doesn't need the Soul Ring yet because he's still got a lot of mana to work with. Just gotta wait for the boots before he gets it. Right, Debris is level 2 now, so we'll be able to trade with this Phoenix. 4 mangoes to boot as well. Incarnate's getting pretty low against this Quap. 2 points in the Shadow Strike for the lane. Probably see Max Scream after this. Actually, I could definitely see a Max Shadow Strike build come out. Like, I don't think Shopify really want to group that much early on. So Shadow Strike definitely is better for finding these solo pickoffs. Fire Spirits is popped. Oh, that was the level 2. That was level 1 Fire Spirits. He's not quite level 3 yet. That definitely feels bad on the Phoenix. If you're forced to pop Fire Spirits right before you hit level 3, you're not gonna have it for a while. Nice deny. AM's got a ring of health already, so he is pretty much top down on sustain for this lane. I think he needs to worry about dying anymore.
Illusion.
Koka is falling behind the Quap a little bit now. Maybe this lane is not as easy anymore now that you don't get that free magic resist from the strength. First blood on transparency here. Seems like I mean, he used dive. He died over here. It's like an aggressive dive maybe. They don't have a way to stop the dive right now. There's no Sinister Gaze. Quap making her way, but gonna try and intercept this bounty ring. It's very important for Google that they don't let Shopify pick up the bounty ring. Instead, Lich gonna get blown up here. Meanwhile, casting, he's gonna get the bounty runes, so all 4 bounty runes going the way of Google Cloud players. That's a huge play for them. Okay, nice cookie from Lopo. We'll be able to secure them at least 1 bounty rune, but Lopo needs to not lose his courier in the meantime. That, yeah, casting could have just committed for that. But meanwhile, Coach goes down at bot as well. Oh no, this is a rough game for Alk already. Losing all 4 of the, losing 3 of the bounties. Did he? He at least got the bonus gold from the bounty rune hero picked up. If you're dead, you don't get the bonus gold from Grieful's Greed on the bounty rune, so that's very rough. I feel like Hero he's doing okay, but a lot of the times when you pick this Necro, you want to dominate the lane, and AM doesn't really, you don't really get that option against AM. Quap with a haste now. She's gonna get a double kill for sure. Popped, and Lopert, he is in a lot of trouble. Gonna die a pretty slow and painful death here. Doesn't seem like Quap wants to go for any more. Meanwhile, Debris goes down at bot as well. And Alk, he's just going to hit the jungle now. He's not really able to lane anymore. And this lane is doing a lot more work than I expected, to be honest. I thought Alk might have like an okay game, but he's just getting zoned out. He's forced to hit the jungle at 6 minutes into the game. Neutral items are coming up soon, so he's got to pray for an Iron Talon. That's Gaben, please bless us. I guess OS Frog is the one who does the blessing, right? Lich is probably just gonna stand here and try and delay this tower from going down for as long as possible. Castling, in the meantime, gets a kill on Lopet, and they don't even have Fiend's Grip yet. So just walking on top of this this Snapfire. Alright, Hero getting jumped, forced to pop the Ghost Shroud early. Buy himself some time, but this Ghost Shroud has a pretty long cooldown early on. Lich could be in a bit of trouble here. There's no Swashbuckle right now though, so should be okay. Mango Tree going to be the first item. It's okay for their team. They do have mana issues against this AM, so if you can like pop some mangoes before he mana voids you, that'd be pretty big. Oh, it kind of goes down mid. Solo to the Quap. I think this game's going from bad to worse for Shopify. And a regen picked up as well. Oh no. Alright. Debris dies under the tower. Lopez 2 feet bot now, but I don't think this is gonna work out for them either. Like, she's gonna get experience at least. Trusty Shuffle, Keen Optic, no Iron Talon yet. Oh, feels bad. And they have all their items, right? Broom Handle. Oh no. They really need an Iron Talon. Hero's gonna take a lot of damage here. Another TP in from the Lich, but this AM is level 7. They have no way to kill him anymore. He also does so much damage. I feel like he could. No, he's not full health. If he was full health, maybe he could just like blink in on top of the Necro and kill him. He's sending. Oh, what is he doing? He's sending his courier to the secret shop, maybe. Oh, just going to finish his treads first. I wish there was a way to like click on the courier for a player. Broom Handle picked up for AM now. 3 extra armor and 12 extra damage is pretty good for him. Bot lane, they want to go for the bounties here, but Quap's showing up now. She's level 10 against this level 7 Kunkka. They don't have the X to catch Quap either. I think they're gonna lose this bounty rune regardless. The X Marks goes out onto Bane, but Gets the boat back off in time, but no. Actually misses the boat. The Phoenix Egg will go down very quickly though to the Snapfire bullet hell. But they're gonna lose all the bounty runes again. Oh, Yuzu. Alright, wow, Incarnate getting crushed as well. I think this is looking very grim for Shopify, to say the least. Nobody on the team is having a good game. And with Alk, you really need to like win the early game.
Radiant's top tower is under siege. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Quap with another haste out as well. If they spot this Alk, they can kill him. The Radiance, it probably won't be available for like at least another 3 minutes. Even if this Alk gets free farm, it's gonna be at least like 3 more minutes. And this is the time when you want to have the Radiance done, but he doesn't even have the Relic yet. And Snapfire stealing his XP as well, which can't really help with this. They're gonna group up for top to try and put some pressure on this tower. Meanwhile, 3 heroes at bot, so we'll see how Google Cloud players wants to do this. They don't have the fastest pushing heroes down here.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
AM also doesn't really want to join fights here either, so. But in the 4v4, I think Google Cloud players definitely really far ahead right now. They're gonna get this bot tower pretty much for free. And the top tower on the side of Google, it has a lot of health left. They could potentially take this tower and defend it in time, but it seems like they're gonna give it up. Quap is looking for this Alk, making sure he can't just farm the jungle freely. The map is getting smaller and smaller for Shopify. Spirit Vessel. It's halfway, 2/3 of the way done on this Phoenix as well. It's gonna make this Alk's life really difficult to deal with. And Alk, he gets speed script. He has the ulti pop now, but it seems like he's gonna die anyway. The Sonic Wave finishes him off now. Everyone from Shopify is in, but they've already lost the Alk. DD popped on the Quap as well. The Chain Thrust comes out. It's gonna finish bouncing. Incarnate, oh no, not Yuzu. Yeah, Yuzu ends up going down to the Reaper scythe, but Debris also falls there. Monster kill for this Quap now. Already having an Orchid done, so now Alk won't really be able to pop his ultimate either. And AM's just free farming the whole time. Well, getting the Reaper Scythe on the Pango was decent. I think they need to catch the Quap, but I don't know how they're gonna do it. It kinda gets blown up by Quap solo. The circles are being drawn. And Quap just running at this this Alk. The Orchid is almost done. Once you have Sonic Wave plus the Orchid, I think this Alk is pretty much a free kill for the Quap.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
I don't know, maybe they can like group up with this Kunkka and maybe try and pick off the Quap with like an X-Boat combo. That kind of seems like the only way back to this game, right? But it's not easy to get this X-Boat combo off either, right? You're going to like get silenced and then you can't execute the combo. And then without the X, I guess if you like X and then you get like wait for the silence around, I'm not really seeing it. Just gaze into Cookie could be okay, but it's a level 1 Cookie. Forced to skill Lil Shredder early on for the Phoenix. The Spirit Vessel is almost done on Phoenix too. Interesting that there's 2 points in the dive. I don't think we see that too often. It scales okay. Oh no, they're gonna lose all the batteries again?
Taking damage. A scourge upon the earth is no more.
So Alk really can't catch a break. It's 15 minutes, he still doesn't have his Radiance yet. Shopify, they're trying to take this top tier 2. And they're going to trade the mid tier 2 for it. This is not the worst trade for them, but it's also not ideal. Alk is going to get spotted out by this Observer Ward now. Luckily, Shopify do have this ward on the high ground to protect him. They also have this, wait, what? They know that ward is there. Just gonna leave it, make sure that, I think they don't want to get de-watered themselves, right? If you show that you, if you de-water, you show that you have vision there. Pango, he's coming in now, he's gonna catch all 3 heroes. Nice angle coming in to catch them. And now Shopify, they're in a ton of trouble. The boat comes out early. It's not gonna hit on anyone. That's a big part of their damage right now. Loper gets taken down during his ultimate. The Breed's also gonna fall here. It's a full team wipe. Well, maybe. 3 heroes go down. Kunkka managed to TP out of there. A Spirit Vessel on Kunkka as the first item. It's an okay Spirit Vessel game. You have the Phoenix to deal with, but I kind of feel like he just needs to... They're really lacking on damage right now. And Quank blinking in on top of this. Alk has the Sonic Wave, doesn't even need it, actually will pop it. I feel like Alk was pretty dead regardless, but trying to make sure he couldn't pop his ulti. She didn't have it anyway. Had an arcade rune for the Sonic Wave anyway, so it's fine. And I mean, the Radiance is done now, but it's late. This is like where I'd expect a Wraith King to pick up a Radiance, but all he has is Brown Boot Soul Ring.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
Pupils gifted Ring of Aquila. Oh, different teams. The Battle Fury on AM. It's already like almost at the Yasha. I think he picked up the Battle Fury before the Radiance got picked up by Alk, so this is not the situation you want to be in. Actually, all 3 cores, even the Pango's overtaken the Alk. This Alk is going to be pretty much a non-factor this game.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Hero gonna get silenced instantly. He's gonna die. There's nothing he can do about it. The Spirit Vessel as well. Beyond godlike for this Quap now. I think she had it already. One shot Lopez Courier. And who does she want to go for? She wants to go for the Lich. The rest of the team can take care of this Snapfire. She doesn't have TP, so she's definitely probably going to die if they catch her out. Oh, Debris. He juked them. And Snapfire's gonna live as well. They didn't chase into the trees. Maybe not checking her inventory. It's not always that easy. Blink cast range to farm faster. Lopet still in the trees, gets spotted up by the Pango now. Not really sure what gave it away. That was very suspicious. And gonna die pretty slow and painful death. He dodges the last Fire Spirit at least, but there's another swashbuckle in a few seconds. The Spirit Vessel as well. Yuzu gets the kill. And meanwhile, mid lane, 2 more heroes go down for Shopify. This is I hate to say it, but this is probably what you would call GG. Like, you have an Alchemist draft, and it's not worked out. And they're gonna lose all 4 banning runes again. Alright, casting. Goes for the Nightmare. Onto the Alk here, and there's a Fiend Script to follow up. So this Alk, he gets his ulti off in time, but the Spirit Vessel's already on him, and he's gonna die. No Mana Void required.
They who live by the wand shall die by my blade.
Okay. Bottom T2 is gonna get taken down now. I mean, what does this win rate look like? It's pretty close to 100%. We'll probably see Shopify, not Shopify, Google Cloud players go for Roche and then close out this game. 21-minute Battlefield Manta. A 20-minute Battlefield Manta. It's pretty huge. BKB done on Quap now as well, so it's going to be pretty much impossible to kill this Quap now. There's no reason she should die for the rest of this game. 14, 0, and 2. Whew. I mean, who are the real feeders here? Seems like Phoenix is the big feeder on the side of Google Cloud players. The 4-man smoke gonna come out, but Alk, he's not with them, and even if they catch someone, I don't even think they can kill anyone. Alk, in the meantime, might get solo picked off here, but not going to happen yet. And the Aether Lens is done for the Bane if he picks it up. Debris gonna get taken down here. 2 heroes TPing for this outpost. They really want this this Snapfire, but Lopez gonna TP out of there. It's a very odd TP to the outpost. Nightmare on the Necro. He's been here for a long time. He's gonna get Fiend's Gripped. Maybe. There you go, and the Orchid as well. I mean, Castling's Bane has been pretty big in the few games I've seen it.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
I feel like you have to play like Naga Siren or like some sort of like zoo hero, like a hero that can take off the Nightmare, right? That's a pretty big deal. It's a really free Bane game if you don't have anyone who can take off the Nightmare. And X-Monk's gonna come back. They've caught out the AM, but he's just gonna turn around and kill them, it seems like. The Chain Frost comes out now with the egg popped, so Phoenix will actually die here. Nice little shredder. There's still a level... Actually, that was a level 2 Phoenix egg. And Yuzu's showing up now. Debris, probably gonna die since AM, but meanwhile, Yuzu gets caught by the cliff there. Not able to get any more kills. AM blinks in aggressively. Wow, a Bloodthorn this early on. Basher done now on the Pango. And again, I really like that Yuzu's been going for this pipe. I think I mentioned it in the video, in the other game I casted of Yuzu's Pango yesterday, but I really like that he actually builds offlane items. I'm like, if you compare it to like Yuru's Pango from Microsoft Beta Runner Gangs, he always builds like really aggressive items, but like I don't really think that's the right choice on an offlane Pango. If you're a mid Pango, it's fine, but I don't know. You need to build offlane items on your offlaner. I mean, Necro is working his way towards a pipe, but it's It's a bit of a pipe dream. The Brace is gonna go down now. Disarms from Yuzu makes it really easy, and AM has an Aegis now, so couldn't kill him once. Don't think you're gonna be able to kill him twice, and Debris. Oh, Hero's gonna be the one to get jumped on. Debris stuck? X marks to buy some time, and oops, misses the combo a little bit. Debris doesn't get over the wall with the cookie, so he'll be the first person to die here. Pump faking the Rolling Thunder. And we'll probably see this game come to its conclusion pretty soon. I don't imagine this game lasting much longer. AC is actually done on the Alk, but I don't know. I mean, he's basically a solo core at this point, right? Everyone else in his team is in the dumpster, and they have a Bane on the side of Google Cloud players. There's nothing to stop them from just like Fiends gripping the Alk, and then all that net worth is just for nothing.
Dire's bottom tower under fire. Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Can't frost shield both lanes at the same time. And the Panga ulti comes through. They Fiend script the Kunkka, and a nice deep supernova going to go off for sure. Two heroes going down already. Kunkka forced to buy back. Necro also buys back. Alk is showing up now. They want to make this happen on the side of Shopify, and this is kind of their only bet. The Reaper side goes through, and it gets blocked by the Nightmare, and AM is just gonna clean house, crash and burn. Diebacks on the Kunkka and Necro. Alk doesn't have buyback either. This game is gonna end. You should call GG at this point. Shopify, they got stopped pretty hard. I'm just not big on the draft. Like this Necro, it was pretty novel, but then like they ended up just putting it in the worst matchup. Like I liked the idea of like having flexible lanes, but then I feel like they picked the worst ones. Like, I don't think Kunkka actually cares about AM. You just like spam Tidebringer, and he's not able to lane. Bot lane also was a little bit more of a disaster than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought Alk would do okay, but he ended up just getting crushed. Bolt, Missile Blade here on Lopet here. Seems like they're gonna go for one more fight, but they don't have Reaper's Sight. The nice two-man torrent, but no fault. The boat comes out now, but Yuzu gets caught by the boat. I don't know if they can kill him though. There's still another Nightmare to stop any extra damage coming in. Yuzu's gonna get the Rolling Thunder off in time. Actually got cancelled instantly, and GG is finally called. That was a very rough game for Shopify. Should maybe think about banning this Bane if you're playing against Google Cloud players. It seems like it's doing a lot of work for them. I haven't seen Castling lose a lane with Bane yet.